Good morning, grade 7. How are you? Today our lesson about composition of transformation. Before we start, as usual, we have some slides here as revision about our previous lesson, which was rotation. For example, here the coordinate of quadrilateral A, B, C, D before and after a rotation about the origin are shown in the table. Find the angle of rotation. Of course, here if you compare between the 2 points, A to -2, prime A or A dash to 2, B 4, 1, B dash -1, 4, C 5, 1, C dash -1, 5, D 5, -1, D dash 1, 5. If you compare and you remember the rules we have in the previous lesson, you find that we change between the x and y, like here. X was 4, y was 1. Here, x become -1 and y become 4. This means I change between the x and y, and I make y negative. It is negative yx. Which rule is about negative yx? It is the rotation 90 degrees about the origin. Another example here. Also, he give me points before and after. X, Y, Z, the coordinate of x, -2, 3, become 2, 3. X and Y did not change. Only what is changed, the signs become opposite. -2 become 2, -3 become 3. This means I use -x, -y. -x, -y, this means I have rotation 180 degrees about the origin. Here the same. He give me this figure. Here I have the pre-image, quadrilateral A, B, C, D, and he say for me make it 180 degrees. Of course, first step here, you must find the coordinate of each letter, A and B and C and D. Then you make rotation 180 degrees by making a -x, -y. Then you graph. When you solve it, you will get this answer. Next, this is also an example about rotation 90 degrees. 90 degrees, this means what shall you do? In 90 degrees, we make -yx, and we change between y and x, and we make y opposite. Our new lesson is very simple. We have only one idea, which is very important in this lesson, which is composition of transformation and glide reflection. Here, in simple words, you are going to make more than one transformation. For example, first you make reflection, then translation, or you make translation, then reflection, or you make translation, then rotation, and so on. Of course, you will make all of this in the same figure. The first point in this lesson is glide reflection. What the meaning of a glide reflection is the composition of a translation followed by reflection in a line parallel to the translation vector. This means first you must make translation, then you make reflection to the same figure. And you have a figure, you translate it according to a vector I give you. Then after you make translation, you must make reflection. Like example here. Quadrilateral BGTS have vertices B -3, 4, G -1, 3, T -1, 1, and S -4, 2. Graph BGTS and its image after translation along vector 5, 0 and reflection in the x-axis. This means when I make translation along the vector 5, 0, I will add 5 to the x-coordinate and y-coordinate will stay the same. Why? Because in the vector y equals 0. After I translate the figure and I get new points, the new points you will make reflection across x-axis. In reflection across x-axis, x-coordinate will be the same and y-coordinate will be opposite, and you change the sign. Look at the example here. In this example, first step, I make the translation. Translation along the vector 5, 0, as I told you, you must add 5 to the x coordinate, like here, you see, x plus 5, and y the same, you don't touch at all. B, negative 3, 4, B, G, S, T, negative 3, negative 1, negative 4, and negative 1. Each one of this, you are going to add 5. While y coordinate 4, 3, 2, 1, you don't touch them at all, because in the vector here, the y is 0. As you see here, negative 3 plus 5 equal 2. Negative 1 plus 5 equal 4. Negative 4 plus 5 equal 1. Negative 1 plus 5 equal 4. P, G, S, T, the new points in a B dash, G dash, S dash, T dash, you get them, you graph. As you see here, I graph them here. B dash, G dash, T dash, S dash. This is the first step. In the second step, you take this one, the new figure, B dash, G dash, T dash, S dash, and you reflect it across the x-axis. When you reflect across the x-axis, x will be the same, yani 2, 4, 1, 4 are the same. And y will be opposite, will be negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, like here. You see? Here, like this one, this example exactly, yes, this one. T 2 dashes, G 2 dashes, B 2 dashes, S 2 dashes. What I do here, as I told you, you see, the x coordinate 2, 4, 1, 4, they are the same. 2, 4, 1, 4, the same. Only the y coordinate become opposite because the reflection is in the x axis.